she stays another day so I can connect with her.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Okay, they're outside the door and they're headed this way. So, who's on their 3G? Oh, quality of this 3G iPhone.
It's Mark. Mark. What's his name?
Ravashad?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, he did it.
Wow.
Tried it this morning.
Yeah, I saw that earlier. That is.
I haven't seen you in a while.
But the audio was crystal clear. Really good audio.
Huh.
Yeah.
How long is your session with him, Sarah? An hour?
I'll probably only talk for 10 minutes. 10.
Okay.
I'm guessing. There are some other people who will talk to him, but I'll go first. And basically, they wanted me to show them the technology and talk a little bit about how we're using it in newscasts. Okay. And now that the mobile is out there, what possibilities that could provide. And I really like are you finding, Peter and others, that the iPad 2 or that the iPad is better quality than doing it on the iPhone?
Yeah, that's what I've heard that from a lot of people. I have. I'll do a surprise. I'll just get up and start walking around halfway through this.
Okay, here the students are coming in now.
I'll do a surprise. I'll just get up and
say hello.
Sarah, they need some coffee. You need to like give them some Red Bull or something.
You see them?
They look terribly tired. They need some coffee. You need to like. Are you gonna make them sit all on the front row, Sarah?
I'm sorry. They are all sitting in the front row.
Are we on loudspeaker, Sarah?
You are. Yeah, I've got my coffee.
Okay.
Everybody, this is Sarah Hill. As I mentioned, I gave him a little preface out in the hall and said we were trying to figure out what the heck time. Sarah how long have you been here, Sarah?
For about 11 years. I graduated in '93, but I went to work in Jefferson City for about 10 years. And then came back here, so I've been here about a decade.
Yeah, me too. So I think I came the year before you came. So Sarah and I have been here almost exactly the same time, and she is, quite frankly, one of our stars. And so we're really happy that she's been able to find this new toy to play with, because I think it's sort of given you a whole new appreciation of this form of interaction. These parents and students, by the way, are from the Center for Advanced Professional Studies in Blue Valley, Kansas, which is a unbelievable, what's the best way to describe it? Like a career center on massive steroids. Massive steroids. Yeah, very high tech. They are multimedia designers by trade, so they'll be really interested in what you have to say.
Great. Well, first off, I'll just show you guys this technology, and I'm not sure how long a lot of these guys can stay, so I'll have them introduce yourselves, and then we can talk about how we're using this in the news gathering process. So from left to right, here's your order, guys: Bruce, Joe, Kim, Laurent, Mike, and Peter. So Bruce, we'll start with you. Introduce yourself and tell a little bit about yourself and where you are, what you're doing today.
Hi, this is Bruce Garber. I'm here in Boston. I'm at the Microsoft N.E.R.D Center, N.E.R.D, down here in Cambridge, Massachusetts. It's basically a think tank where a lot of technology happens. And what's happening in Boston today is we're at PodCamp. And what PodCamp is that we bring in some of the coolest social media people in the greater New England area to talk about what we're doing now, how we're using these tools, and sharing information and connecting with others. This is the 6th annual with Chris Brogan and Chris Penn, and this is a friend of mine, Jocelyn Main, who actually hosts Boston Tweet Up, which is a big social media venue where he talks about all the different social media events that happens in the greater Boston area and beyond every single week, and produces a video to share that technology with the local community.
Groovy. Okay, Joseph, say hey. Tell them where you're from.
Hi, I'm Joe Puglisi. I'm a former CIO in the New York metro area. I'm a blogger. I am interested in social networks, and I've been extremely fortunate in having played a small role in U-News at 4, the innovative news program that is using this Google Hangouts technology to bring you into the newscast. And it's been a pleasure to work with Sarah, and I think you have a lot to learn from her and her colleagues.
Okay, Kim, thank you.
Hi, my name is Kim Beasley, and I am actually in Missouri. I'm in St. Louis. Woo-hoo! And I am a social media expert and also a WordPress expert. And what I do is I get to be involved with the Cyber Couch that's part of Sarah's live newscast. If you're going into journalism, you need to learn about Google Plus Hangouts and using it as part of newscast and broadcasting. It's really a great tool.
Laurent, they're going to be surprised.
Hi, my name is Ravalec. I'm in Paris, in France. I work in the IT business, and I'm very happy to be able to be part of Sarah's shows in the evening and take part on this wonderful new tool she's putting on.
Thank you, Laurent. And Mike, sir.
Yeah, I'm Mike Downs from England. As you can see that I'm displaying the flag, as I always do. I've been a primary school teacher for 15 years, University of Warwick. For the last year or so, citizen journalist with a number of local, hyperlocal news sites around here, and then Google Plus has allowed me to expand, and especially to Missouri with Sarah.
And people ask all the time, are they really from England and France? They don't believe. They think that we like piped them in and gave them fake accents or something. And Peter McDermott, just a city boy on Twitter.
Absolutely, Sarah. My name is Peter. I'm a Google Plus-aholic, and the longest I've been sober is 8 hours. But I study journalism at the University of Tennessee in Knoxville. I currently have a separate 8 to 5, but I'm also a blogger, podcaster, and Google Pluser.
Excellent. Guys, these are kind of my inner circle in that they share a lot of time on our Cyber Couch, and they are how the project of a Cyber Couch essentially started. A couple months ago when Google Plus first came out, we started hanging out. We opened up a laptop. I thought, I wonder what would happen if we opened up a laptop during the news and let people see the perspective from behind the news desk. Google Plus Hangout is essentially a 10-person chat room. He's demonstrating the you that they do during U-News. How many of you guys have heard of Google Plus?
Here we go.
Okay, every hand went up. I'm just telling you all, every hand went up. How many of you guys have heard of the Hangout feature within Google Plus? Okay, this is really, see, Google needs to know this. Nobody has said that they had heard of the Hangout feature.
Let's see the audience.
This is the candy of this platform, and this is really surprising, especially in our news world, because this is going to be the future of news gathering. This is a free satellite truck essentially attached to a crowdsourcing tool. So we have the ability to expand our reach from a small, tiny market television station in Columbia, Missouri, on a cattle farm. We can talk with people in France and England and Boston and New York and Chicago and all around the world and get their sentiment and bring them those conversations into our news broadcast. So that's how we were doing it. We essentially host the show with a live Cyber Couch. Dolly here. Hey, Dolly, tell the folks where you are from.
Hi there, I'm from Scotland. I'm in central Scotland, around about Falkirk, between Glasgow and Edinburgh.
Okay, so all of these people from all around the world are coming together in this space and contributing really to a despatialization or a reduction in the space, our global space essentially, and they're doing it around news, which, how wonderful is that? Maybe we have a future as newscasters after all. Is there anything you all would like to say about a worldwide Cyber Couch or being a part of the news process, having more voices in the conversation? And then I'm going to click off and I'm going to show them some examples of the newscast. Anything that any of you all want to say or that you would tell these future journalists in the room here, either about what KOMU is doing
Sure.
or what they need to be doing in their careers?
Sure.
Okay, go ahead, Kim.
As a journalist, you want to stay on the cutting edge of technology. Google Plus is cutting edge of technology. You never want to be behind the ball. You want to be in front of it, pushing the envelope. So make sure you get involved with Google Plus and other social media avenues to report the news or learn about the news.
Okay, Mike? Go ahead, Mike.
I think my point would be simple, and that is that the speed of the information, how it works. My local newspaper can turn news around in about 7 to 9 days. I can probably turn it around in about 7 to 9, minutes or seconds, and I think it's purely the speed that the information can pass, and that's a global thing now.
Okay, Bruce?
with everybody, Sarah's demonstrating how to use the Google Plus feature on her laptop right now and showing us on the big screen behind her. But Google just released within this past week is now you can do it from your smartphone. So if you're out in a news story, as Sarah says, you don't need that satellite truck anymore. You can highlight, you can do a video, you can do a Google Plus, you can shoot it to the TV station, to the producer. They can edit it if need to, or just put it up live in a snap. And you're on, you really do have the breaking news.
Peter, tell them what you're doing and what you're hanging from.
Sarah, I just last night bought an iPad 2, and right now I'm hanging out right in front of my house. There's going to be some breaking news here in a minute, and I'm going to show you on the street all the emergency vehicles that are coming down right now. Not sure what exactly is happening here, but this is definitely breaking news, Sarah. Now, one of the great things about Google Plus and how it differs from other social media is in the fact that it's all organic. You're not meeting people based on relationships you already have with your workplace or with other social friends you have from social circles. What Google does is allow you to connect with people around the world that share similar thoughts, opinions, and interests.
All right. Are you on 3G or are you on Wi-Fi?
I'm on Wi-Fi right now.
Okay.
Not sure how well the 3G would work yet.
Sounds good. So that's just an example. Why is that hugely important for us as journalists? A variety of reasons. No longer do we have someone who has to tweet us or Facebook us to tell us about a news event, or I was driving by a fire and saw it. Sometime when there's either a tornado, we have lots of tornadoes in mid-Missouri, we are connecting our communities, and essentially other broadcasters will also get onto the fact that they need to connect the world, so that when there is a major news event, we can say, you don't have to tweet us, text-based us, anything. We can take you live, essentially, and you can tell us in person, you can show us, just like Peter McDermott did, the breaking news situation that's going on in their area. So that is really important, the fact that this technology is now mobile. Really, Peter McDermott did the breaking news situation that's going on in their area. So that is really important, that this technology
minute after it happened, as opposed to when we scrambled crews, we had KOMU people, we had Missouri people on the ground the next morning. But we would have had
yeah. We had to wait for a satellite truck to be taken there, or people to send us still videos. We also got a helicopter that eventually got to Joplin area from Kansas City. But had we had this, can you imagine how that would have transformed the ability to hear it from the horse's mouth, unfiltered, what is going on in your area? I think that's, it has great, wonderful ramifications, and I'm really excited about seeing how we use this tool. Before I show them any other examples of the newscast, and I'm going to click off, is there anything that you guys want to say?
Well, Sarah, just to comment on what you were talking about having to wait for a satellite truck, and the comment you got in the audience about Joplin. One of the amazing things is the curve and the speed in which this technology is increasing. Just since I came out of college studying journalism, it used to be, a few years ago, you had to have a satellite truck out there to do a remote. After that, you had to have a microwave truck out there to do a remote. And then just in the last 5 years, you had to get something called a live stream backpack. And what it was actually a backpack that had a collection of 12 different modems that worked on the T-Mobile, the AT&T, and the Verizon networks. And it would parse off all those different networks to share that information. But now with this technology, using a 4G connection or a Wi-Fi connection, we are all empowered. We were empowered by blogging, we were empowered by podcasting, but now we're all empowered to share things live. And I think that's going to be big news for local news, because local news may not always be something everyone in the world cares about, but everyone in the community cares about. And now that we've opened this up to news that may not warrant the expense it takes to cover national news, everyone can cover things in their community. And I think that's going to be a huge success for KOMU.
Yeah, and we're actually getting some of those mobile backpacks, fingers crossed.
Really?
Yeah, that's on the wish list. Right now we're using Skype, and as you know, sometimes that breaks up. But hi, Alejandro. Alejandro is from Miami. How you doing, buddy?
Hi, how are you?
So just to show you a little bit about this, it has a chat box that you can click and you can chat with people on the side. You can also go to YouTube and you can watch YouTube videos together and have a group conversation about it. And you can, if you hover over different people, it shows you their name, and then if you click on their name, it would take you to their circle in order for you to add them into your circles under Google+. So guys, I am going to click out of this and show them some different things, but thank you for, yeah, they're all giving me thank you for sharing your time and letting these guys know. Do you all have any questions for them, by the way, before they go? Do you have any questions for them before they go?
I'll give you a quick peek.
They're giving you 2 thumbs up.
No, but I have a comment.
I'll give you a quick window out this window.
Who has a comment? Joseph, go ahead.
I do. Yeah, I think the thing that has not been mentioned yet is the dynamic that occurs among all the people who are on the cyber couch and how it's changed the flavor of the newscast because of the interaction of the people who are coming to you live from various places.
That's right. No longer is it an anchor sitting behind a newscast just shouting out the headlines. You have a different dynamic of people experiencing that conversation in a group setting and playing off of what each other says. So absolutely right. Yes, Mike, you've got the green box. And see, when I click on them, they stay up in that green box.
Yeah. One of the features of Sarah's program is some U-News, and I had some U-News today in that I was sitting at this very desk and I had an itch at my ankle. And I reached down thinking it was something. I was actually being stung by a wasp, actually eating my ankle. Right, sat here. That is my new U-News today, and it hurts.
Are you okay?
Very good. Well, we're gonna let Mike soak his ankle, and I will check back with you guys. Thank you again.
There's a strip of the skyline of Boston right over
Okay, hold on. Joseph says he can top it. Go ahead, Joseph. How can you top it? Oh, it's his birthday!
Yay! Oh, happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday to you!
I've been eating my birthday cake while we're talking.
Happy birthday, dear Joseph! Happy birthday to you! Blow out the candles!
All right, I will talk to you guys later. You
All right, take care, Sarah.
Thank you again. All right, see you.
Bye.